If you've ever looked at building your own 3D printer, you'll probably recognize the design of the Monoprice Maker Select version 2. It's based on the Prusa i3 design with a few Monoprice improvements to increase build quality while keeping the price low. The Maker Select uses a traditional 3-axis design with an in-bed stepper controlling the Y-axis, a single arm-mounted stepper controlling the X-axis, and dual steppers driving the Z-axis. The Maker Select build area is very generous. It supports a maximum build size of 7.9 inches by 7.9 inches by 7.1 inches high, and has a heated bed to keep your prints from curling due to thermal inconsistencies. The Maker Select offers a maximum of 100 micron resolution and a 100 millimeter per second printing speed, which is excellent for a printer in this price range. And the extruder has a maximum temperature of 500 degrees Fahrenheit or 260 degrees Celsius. This means that the Maker Select can use a wide range of filaments including ABS, PLA, XT, PET, TPU, TPC, FPE, FPA, HIPS, jelly, foam, and felty. Basically, if it's 1.7 millimeters thick and filament shaped, the Maker Select can probably use it. Assembly is required, but it only involves 6 screws and an included hex wrench. There are multiple plugs to connect, but they're all clearly labeled, and with the pre-made wiring harness, each plug can only reach the socket to which it's supposed to be connected. You can have the unit unpacked, assembled, and ready to calibrate in under 5 minutes. Calibration takes a little patience and a little practice to get it right. Plug in and power on the unit, and in a few moments you'll see printer ready on the LCD screen. Using the Z position feature, move the arm away from the bed to get some workspace. Be sure not to force the arm up or down manually. Use the menu feature to avoid damaging the printer. Now, compress the springs on the 4 bed adjusters. Then use the menu to select Home All, which will move all the steppers to their home positions. Shut off the power, then manually move the printhead and the bed to position the nozzle over each of the 4 corners of the bed, each time adjusting the height of the bed to be close enough to cause friction with a business card between the extruder and the bed. With the printer calibrated, it's time to load up and print. Again, using the menu system, first preheat the extruder to the temp required by your filament, then load your filament of choice. Be sure to match your preheat cycle with your filament. You want to get this temperature right so the filament will extrude properly. With the printer assembled, calibrated, and loaded, it's time to get printing. The Monoprice Maker Select version 2 uses either the USB interface or a micro SD card to load a sliced 3D object. Monoprice suggests using the Cura slicer, which is compatible with STL, OBJ, and 3MF files, but you can use any program you want as long as it outputs the G-code. With a large heated bed, flexible filament options, fast printing, and decent resolution, the Maker Select is a phenomenal value at $300, but be prepared to tinker. You should get into the habit of calibrating your bed often, especially if you move your printer. Unlike some more expensive units, the Maker Select doesn't have a protective outer shell, which means any part of the printer you touch is a structural member that, if moved, can ruin the calibration. Also, without a shell, the Maker Select can be loud. If you have a separate lab or storeroom, you definitely want the printer in there rather than in your workspace. For those reasons, I can't really recommend the Maker Select to a 3D printing newcomer. But if you have even a little 3D printing know-how and patience, you'll get beautiful prints and the ability to hone your 3D foo. Also, you're going to love all the 3D printed add-ons that the community has already made for your scrappy Select. Finally, at $300, the Monoprice Maker Select version 2 isn't just a good value, it's got value to spare.